Mount Rushmore, located in the Black Hills of South Dakota, is an iconic American monument featuring the colossal carved faces of four U.S. presidents: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. The monument symbolizes the birth, growth, development, and preservation of the United States. Here's a brief overview of the story of Mount Rushmore: origins and conception. 1. Initial idea. The idea for a monument in the Black Hills originated in the 1920s with Don Robinson, a South Dakota historian who wanted to promote tourism in the region. Initially, Robinson envisioned a carving of famous Western figures such as Lewis and Clark, Red Cloud, and Buffalo Bill. However, sculptor Gutzon Borglum, who was brought into the project, suggested instead a monument of more national significance featuring notable U.S. presidents. 2. Selection of the presidents. Borglum selected George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln to represent different aspects of the American nation. Washington symbolizes the birth of the United States, Jefferson represents the expansion through the Louisiana Purchase. Roosevelt epitomizes development and industrialization, and Lincoln stands for the preservation of the Union. Construction. 3. Commencement. Construction began on October 4, 1927. The project faced numerous challenges, including funding shortages, weather conditions, and the Great Depression. Despite these obstacles, the project continued under the guidance of Gutzon Borglum and, after his death in 1941, his son Lincoln Borglum. 4. Carving process. The heads of the presidents were carved into the granite face of the mountain using a combination of dynamite and fine carving techniques. Over 90% of the monument was carved using dynamite, with the final touches completed by hand. The scale of the sculpture is massive, with each president's face measuring about 60 feet in height. Completion and legacy. 5. Completion. The carving was completed on October 31, 1941, after 14 years of work. However, the original plan, which included the presidents' bodies down to their waists, was never fully realized due to a lack of funds and the onset of World War II. 6. Significance and controversy. Mount Rushmore has become a symbol of American heritage and patriotism. However, it is not without controversy. The Black Hills are sacred to the Lakota Sioux, and the land was taken from them by the U.S. government in violation of treaties. The monument's creation and the choice of figures have been criticized for symbolizing the expansion and dominance of white American settlers at the expense of Native American cultures. 7. Present day. Today, Mount Rushmore is a major tourist attraction, drawing over 2 million visitors annually. It is also a site of ongoing dialogue about American history, cultural heritage, and the narratives represented by national monuments.